Last week, something rare happened. It is not always that the judiciary, without a case coming before it, takes on issues which are either political or which border on governance or systemic non-performance or even misuse of power. But that was exactly what happened last week. A taciturn Chief Justice of Nigeria, Tanko Muhammad, spoke without equivocation on the abuse and misuse of the judiciary and by extension the impunity that has made Nigeria a laughingstock and about which predictions now say it is in its own days as a state are numbered. At a special session to mark the 2021-2022 legal year at the Supreme Court, Justice Tanko Muhammad held back nothing, absolutely nothing, when he warned about impunity and abuse of judicial officers. Please, I want you to follow me as I quote him. I must make it known to all and sundry that we have had enough dosage of such embarrassment and harassment of our judicial officers across the country. And we can no longer take any such shenanigans. The silence of the judiciary should never be mistaken for stupidity or weakness. By the nature of our job, we are conservative but not conquered species and should not be pushed further than this by any individual, institution, or agency of the government. With time, those taking the judiciary as a mere weakling will soon realize that it is from the calmest seas we often experience the fiercest storms. Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge, is not a lawless society. End of quote. Now it is heartening, if not reassuring, to know that there is still hope for Nigeria, to know that the judiciary is now joining other voices of reason to express outrage over impunity, reckless use of state power, and the challenge to order, decency, respect for human dignity, and rule of law. The Chief Justice of Nigeria spoke on principle, the principle of decent and accountable governance in a regime of rule of law. That's the principle. That principle, dear Honorable Chief Justice, speaks to so many actions of our government, whether they are in respect of disrespect for the Nigerian judiciary, or in respect of everyday law enforcement, or even the sanctity of the human life in Nigeria. Dear Chief Justice, we will not tire reminding our government that the police officer alleged to have strangled the female member of the Apple 6, killed by a policeman for rejecting the amorous advances of a senior police officer, remain in police service and is being rewarded with promotion and could even become Nigeria's Inspector General of Police. It is the impunity and the abuse of power you are talking about, dear Chief Justice. Dear Chief Justice, let's join our voices with your own to remind our government that the soldiers who killed police officers who had successfully arrested Wadume, a kidnapped kingpin, have been left to roam free while the policemen paid with their lives for serving their nation faithfully. It is the impunity and the abuse of power that is making you unhappy. And dear Chief Justice, join us to ask our government what any rule of engagement can justify the video clip we're about to show you.
I didn't see. He won't get this boy, yo. He boy not agree, not agree, not agree. Oh, but come on, man, capture this thing for camera. Hey! Why there? What is it? A hand. A hand.
Will I be accused of hate speech Or does it warrant the government asking those officers to account? When the Chief Justice of Nigeria says, to his knowledge, Nigeria is not a lawless society, what can we say to those security operatives who shoot their fellow countrymen whom they have already subdued and could have simply taken away to face the law? What else, your lordship, is lawlessness? Impunity and dehumanizing of the citizen, that is what is enraging the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Let me even grant that the video clip we watched is the handiwork of mischief makers. Then what could make any Nigerian want to stir hatred against the government of his country? That demands interrogation.